Welcome everyone to RGN. I am Sprawl, and I'm happy to be back here with LeiSuRe Jesus. I hope you had a great holiday, buddy, and hope you guys did at home as well. But we got some more tournament action starting up. European Open. We got Excelling Esports going up against LeiSuRe Esports, starting off on Cash.
Yeah, this will be my first time casting LeiSuRe, but Excelling, I definitely expect them to make another deep run into our tournament. And look at this start, a B-rush attempted by LeiSuRe. Put it right back at him from the Swedish side. Excelling, bringing it to him as it settles on a 2-on-3. Still a chance for LeiSuRe, though.
We'll see here, Naviz will find Raccoon in the back of Checkered, but goes down to SoSested. So NKY in a bit of a difficult spot here. He does not have the bomb. He's got 33 seconds. Time is on his side. They actually dump another smoke deep into the bomb side. This is going to make NKY's life a little bit more difficult. He spots Gumkowski's head, but he can't tap it off right away.
Yeah, unfortunately, that would have been a nice frag. Gumkowski, 7 HP, just giving him a small target. NKY losing more and more health, and now Excelling is going to double up towards the CT side. They just have this bomb on lockdown. I don't know how NKY approaches.
Again, very difficult spot here. Just trying to get tricky. SoSested boosted up, but in the end takes a bullet. But they both trade. That's going to be the pistol round going to Excelling Esports. And I do believe you have casted some of these guys from LeiSuRe. We didn't get to talk about it too much beforehand, but these are the my XMG guys, for example. So long time ago in our intercontinentals and stuff. We have been casting some of those guys. Not all of them though. I don't recognize Meyer, but the rest of the guys I do believe we've had the privilege to, but again, been a long time. I do remember pretty impressive stuff, and from what I've been reading, we'll see. I think LeiSuRe is in the bit of an advantage here. That being said, again, losing pistol, they're going to go with a force buy, and, well, they're going to send 4 people out squeaky.
I imagine Get will be saving up for the AWP. They do find one frag, and the second one, that's going to get them the bomb down.
Wow.
And the frag by Neves, that changes everything. Nelson and JK, they're going to go for this. They do have FAMASes, but how do you retake without any nades in this situation?
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult here. Nielsen coming up from truck, JK from highway. And they've got a really nice post-plant setup here. One at fork, one at A main. They're peeking a little bit. Naviz actually goes down, sinks to trade. So it will be the 2-on-1. Nielsen picking up a kit, but can't get it done yet from the back of the bomb site. Well, not a lot of HP left on the terrace side, but in the end doesn't make a difference, and the second round goes the T side's way.
Yeah, that all boils down to the Excelling players inside of A not getting the early frags as LeiSuRe comes out of the squeaky door. On the other side, can't take anything away from LeiSuRe. Nice entries, giving themselves a rally right back into the match. Excelling doesn't want to give up that early momentum, so they're going to force buy right back at him. Problem being, LeiSuRe's heading towards the A bomb site once again, and retake scenario with limited utility is really difficult.
Yeah, this is not looking so good. Gumkowski gonna have to come up pretty big here. Like you had stated, only one on A, SoSested towards Z, but he's not going to be able to chime in time. Gumkowski goes down without a single frag, not even any damage really. As we see, SoSested shows up, we'll find one, but 3 on 4.
They just need to go for exits here. I don't like what Excelling's doing at all. Are they trying to retake? What exactly are you doing here? It is a 3-on-4. They're gonna go right in for it. Raccoon finds a gap in the defense as Get is discovered up above, but they're just gonna commit onto this, and they're gonna try to fall back at this point. But in that 3 versus 4 situation like that, what are the chances that you're really gonna retake? Just go for exits, and that's really all there is to it.
Yeah, so JK will make it out there with a rifle, but yeah, quite a bit lost considering it was a force buy. Could have maybe, like you had suggested, go for exits, survive with some more players, give yourself a better chance in the next round. Well, Meyer goes down, so a little bit better, and actually NK will to follow. Great. You know what? There we go. Naviz finds himself a lonely terrorist here.
Imagine if everybody did that check.
Right? Would have been fantastic, but no, it's going to be 2-1. LeiSuRe. They do lose a lot on that round. To be fair, again, like we had stated, it was a force buy. So not the end of the world, but no comfortable economy on that T side just yet.
Yeah, not yet. We'll see what JK can do with this AK. Sometimes he'll just play that single rifle alone and then stack the other bomb site with the rest of your players, or you just completely stack a bomb site. But it looks like they will send JK alone towards B. Problem with this is, if JK goes down, the round is just lost.
Yeah, and he does get flash right off the get-go here. Drop a flash out of his own, but has to find sinks inside a pit, and that's going to be that. Goes down. Leaves pretty bleak situation for the remaining CTs, and instead of actually forcing their way in here, we'll see some more exit frags. They do pick up that AK, so that was a good decision. Nielsen down one player, but 2-on-4, we'll see what more they can get done.
And Nielsen doesn't look like he has any plans of bringing this AK into the next round. Naviz going to try to make sure of that as he's arriving on the flank and excelling in these situations. I think they could have walked away with more than what they got on their ecos, given the odd man situations. We saw it again in that round. Nielsen goes up, gets the AK from above. He could have immediately fallen back. And but I suppose he just wanted to try to do more damage as LeiSuRe. It is going to be a bye round from excelling, so they just wanted to try to put LeiSuRe in that spot where they'd have to save if they lose.
To be fair, though, they don't have a kit on that CT side, so already we're seeing a little bit of equipment lacking where if you kept that AK, well, you got quite a bit more money to spend now, don't you? But again, neither here nor there at this point, as it is going to be moving into a first actual rifle round. You can see 2 on A. So Sested and Gumkowski going for the elevated route. Both of them actually up high. One on catwalk, one on top of red box. So Sested with actually a bizarre angle there, but will actually fall off of it. One towards middle and Raccoon. Tempting to get a little tricky on the boost spot, but as of now, just some slow play from the T side.
Yeah, very slowly. They boost up over mid. Naviz pushed up over on the B side. They're just hoping that excelling will expose themselves a bit at middle or B, and then they can immediately collapse onto the B site based upon the information. Let's see what Nielsen can get done, though. He doesn't get any kills. Raccoon, he's the only man alive at mid. All of his teammates are going down at LeiSuRe. Complete control of the map.
Yeah, that is not a good situation. Sested taking some damage. Will drop Naviz, so turns it into a 2-on-3. But again, no kit in hand, so that makes things even more difficult. Sested onto NKY. Getting aggressive here is Get, but he actually does find his op shot. Could have been a little worrisome if he went down there, but instead finds it 2-on-1. Sested with 17 hit points, forced to save, and yet another LeiSuRe round.
I don't know if we had our camera on Gumkowski there. It may have looked a little sloppy from his end, but can't really expect an opper to peek into the CT spawn and potentially give away their advantage. One of the plays that it's so risky that your opponents don't think you're going to go for it. So ballsy stuff by Get, and swinging that op around early on. And yeah, it's all coming back to me, Chad. Get with his op. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I do remember him being pretty talented with that, and I think we're going to have much more of a show continuing on here. And just to let you guys know what the ban and pick process was, we had LeiSuRe banning Inferno, excelling banning Train. LeiSuRe, this is their map choice in Cash. Excelling picked Overpass, and the third map is Dust 2 if required. So nice set of maps, to be fair. Very used to like Mirage, Cash, and Cobble all the time, so get a little variety in there.
Yeah, there's nothing more disappointing for me than Cash, Mirage, Inferno. So I'm glad we got this map pool. But excelling, they want to switch up the tempo, go for an A main aggression. Problem being, LeiSuRe's making all the right guesses. They just head towards the B side, avoid the stack entirely. But at least excelling went for something.
Yeah, they didn't go for it. Did not work out, but better than just, going for the default strat there. Gumkowski will go down to NKY. Make his way up into heaven. Sested does have that M4. He drops Get, creates a 2-on-3. He does have a kit. Raccoon's got to chime in at some point here, and actually will go down inside of the vents. So, Sested, brave man. Still going to continue on here. Takes down one more before being dropped, but it's another LeiSuRe round. Albeit only 2 left alive, but at this point, their economy's looking fairly solid.
I think they're still going to have enough to buy, even if they lose this round. So, excelling, need to start putting them together, and soon. Things are quickly spiraling out of control. Maybe JK can change the tide with his AWP. And for LeiSuRe, really everything's been working for them so far, save pistol round, where they just met the volatile situation of 2 rushes colliding into each other, and excelling came out on top of that. But if you're LeiSuRe here, I mean, take it leisurely. Everything's working.
Yeah, no real adjustments need to be made on that T side as of yet, whereas excelling, to be fair, I'm still going to play Raccoon in middle. He's actually getting more aggressive. Up above one of those garage doors. JK actually opening up. Takes down Naviz in checkered. So opener to the CT side. We'll see if they can work off this. Gumkowski on his side takes down NKY. So LeiSuRe on this kind of slow pick round. Losing 2 without returning anything.
Can they come back from this? Great timing on the flash from Raccoon. Get doesn't stand a chance with this AWP. All alone at middle. Remaining 2 from LeiSuRe. Just going to try to make a round out of it, busting into the A-bomb site, but completely stuffed by excelling. And that's what happened when a default fails. You're kind of spread out. If you don't win all your one-on-ones, well, that can happen. Now for LeiSuRe, your default just got wrecked. So do you take that information that you just got wrecked with and use your default again, or do they make a hard switch?
I'm about to find out. Again, first pick was JK towards B. So do they decide to try and isolate that op? Do they avoid... Considering we're seeing 4 players just headstrong towards the B bomb site, they might try and play around with JK here. He does have the assistance of Nielsen inside of the vents, so... Oh, what a nade. That is a lot of damage dealt early here. JK, though, holding an awkward angle and actually goes behind the smoke. They lose the bomb in LeiSuRe, and this has gotten very bizarre.
That changes everything. Get, though, gets the advantage right back, but JK still inside of checkers with that AWP, and his position couldn't be better. There is a smoke isolating him from the bomb, however. LeiSuRe trying to bring him down inside of checkers. They're getting all the frags all of a sudden. And now so cested. Again in a 1-on-3. What happened?
Yeah, that did not work out. Unfortunately, JK wanted to do more from that position, but fully blind, they were able to eventually take him down. And then, yeah, everybody just kind of fell thereafter. Cested all alone. So he's worried he's going to be flanked at this point. There's 2 players that are a little low. NKY with 40, Sinks on 63. But this is still a very rough situation as slowly lurk his way in, but he's trying to just spot one side to the left, but off to the right, he goes down. So Naviz able to deal the damage. Look at that, JK 211 damage with grenades to start that round off.
Excelling, even though the score is 6-2, they're not doing a terrible job at keeping LeiSuRe's economy low. Let's see what the play is here from Excelling. If they can just keep that economy low, we may see a swing. They just need to string these gun rounds together. However, they may not have to, depending on how this round goes. Cested alone towards the A side. He has a ton of T's waiting on the other side of A main if he could just find the right timing. Nade wanted more out of that one, but at any moment, LeiSuRe's going to bust in, and the sooner the better for them, as another one's on his way.
So, Cested up on the catwalk. Does have JK now with his deagle out towards truck, so we'll see if he can come up with a pretty highlight reel from that location. LeiSuRe still not committing just yet, but here we go. Molotov's going to rain in. Like to see that on the anti-eco. Now they can avoid one entire section. So they make it in, only losing 1 player. There is a quick flank in the process, and a lot of CTs lurking in A.
Yeah, this is really volatile. This could go either way. The bomb hasn't been planted. That's a big problem for LeiSuRe. And now Raccoon coming in, but they have another smoke for A main. That is brilliant by LeiSuRe. I thought Gumkowski was going to do him in on the flank, but having another smoke just for the flank, excellent.
Yeah, that worked out really well. Gumkowski finds himself all alone. NKY just kind of slowly making his way out of the situation with a single hit point, and there we go. Gumkowski falls. Another round here for LeiSuRe and keeping 4 alive, so that's good news for their economy.
Excellent for their economy. And now Excelling. Did they do a good enough job that previous round? It doesn't look like it. So they're going to have to win 2 in a row if they want to put LeiSuRe on that save. And if LeiSuRe pick up this gun round, I mean, that might be game unless Excelling have an incredible T side. But the way LeiSuRe's playing right now on their T side doesn't bode well for Excelling here. And the 1 gun round that they did win, it was off of just a default hold. LeiSuRe attempted the default, but now Excelling, they're going to aggress into the squeaky room this time. LeiSuRe's response, immediately book it mid, boost up and try to go B. I don't think it's going to be fast enough, though.
We'll see here, Nielsen inside of the vents. Will pose a bit of a problem here. Him and Raccoon actually a bit of a crossfire in middle. 2-on-3. And going to chime in as well. Only Naviz, as he's made it into checkered, but without the bomb. So, bit of a problem there. As he'll lurk slowly into CT. Dropping from above is Cested, and we'll find his double kill on the round. So, Excelling. As soon as we're kind of talking about not working out for them. They go for an aggressive squeaky play, find an early entry, and then capitalize on LeiSuRe just trying to shift over to another bomb site.
And this round right here, pretty much is for the match in my eyes. Unless Excelling can take this, they're looking at a double save. If they lose, they're in a point in the match where they can't double save based upon the scoreline. So this is it. If LeiSuRe take this, I'm calling it map number 1 for them. And what's the play from Excelling? The aggression is what got it done for them in the previous round. And not as heavy as an aggression towards this B side, but I like the crossfire they have set up.
So here we go, JK holding. Will find one head as they fly on by, but that smoke makes LeiSuRe a little useless, but successed from up above. They're finding all the frags here, only NKY left, as he has made it through into CT spawn. I don't think they're aware of this, but for how long?
It looks like they are aware of it. Both players watching it. Excelling, really aware that NKY could have been on the flank. Because it makes sense that they'd start looking for him at that point in time. So. I mean, where is he? Is he baiting that hard? Probably not. But Excelling, giving themselves a chance. I mean, that puts them back into the match. But at LeiSuRe, they're just not going to give it up. They know how low Excelling is economically. So they're still not out of this yet.
So here we go. We get another round underway as we can see LeiSuRe looking to send a lot of players towards Squeaky. So this is looking like a variation of their second round strat 4 towards Squeaky. Not too much utility behind that one, a lot more into this one as one smoke towards truck side. Here we go, take underway. Wow. Sinks finds the first one, and the second goes the way of LeiSuRe.
Yeah, Sinks with that opening frag onto Socested. I mean, you can't blame Socested in that situation. He gets drive-by. The guy's clearly running on his screen, but 3-on-3 now. LeiSuRe trying to hang on. They have the player, but not the HP advantage, and still smokes up.
So here we go, LeiSuRe from up above on catwalk. He's got a smoke and a flash. Would love some sort of damage-dealing utility, though. An HE grenade towards NKY would make it a 2-on-1, but Meyer is going to be the ninja in this situation. Oh, okay, he goes down right side of the smoke. Thought he had a little bit more in him, but was a difficult spot. He had players on either side. Another round here for the CTs. So, again, making a map out of this.
And even though LeiSuRe lost that round, I gotta highlight how neat it is that they keep smokes until the very end of the round. It's so tempting to just burn that smoke at any point earlier on in the round, but they keep it for post-plant. And you can see how that's changing the dynamics of the retakes for Excelling. Gumkowski on the flank denied. That smoke almost giving enough time for the remaining LeiSuRe player. But yeah, neat stuff.
Very cool. Indeed. Unfortunately, not allow them to capitalize on that last round. To be fair, though, again, minus quite a bit of equipment. And, well, this round, fairly similar, only even less, to be fair. We see Raccoon finds one in middle, but his rifle's been picked up, and now this is becoming a little worrisome. We can see LeiSuRe's kind of jockeying back and forth. They've pulled a player off of B. Of course, they don't necessarily know that JK towards Z. So this B hit could be very potent.
LeiSuRe gonna get his chance.
Oh,
he falls along with him. I think some nades were collected as well. Yeah, Sinks now with a Molotov. Definitely doable here for LeiSuRe. And what's the retake from Excelling? They have a Molotov and a smoke, so they can flush out one of the positions in the back of the bomb site, and they just have to collapse together, but a critical frag by Sinks going into the CT spawn. And now, that changes everything for Excelling.
There we go, Gumkowski now all alone. He makes it up to the headshot area, but he can't land the shots he was looking for. It'll be the T side, and again, to highlight, they had less equipment than the last round in this one. Just straightforward work up middle there. I do believe they had that one smoke that was towards White Box. And I think that was what kind of threw off Raccoon enough that he only found one frag, and the rest of them kind of hugging that close lane on the right side just caught him off guard. Yeah,
it was Raccoon spot. I didn't like that against the potential buy from LeiSuRe. It's kind of a frag or die spot at the White Box, but he didn't just want to give up mid entirely. And then LeiSuRe missing his opportunity towards the B side. Another squeaky push coming in from Excelling. It is a trade, but that's a lot of information for LeiSuRe, but they lose their mid player. So now they can't immediately react to that push, and you're going to have to find some opening picks.
That was a pretty impressive spray down from LeiSuRe. Just into the smoke, takes down Meyer. So now Sinks in Naviz. LeiSuRe falls, so we'll create a 2-on-3. And considering JK's equipment, the fact that he's alone at B, of course, LeiSuRe, they're not aware of this, and heading up highway, it is going to be the more defended bomb site, but we'll see if they can make it work. They do have a couple nades. Be caught heading up highway. They know one is at red box. Gumkowski goes down
So
and
sloppy.
flank onto Raccoon. They allow them up, and now it's only JK.
Can't believe Excelling threw it away. JK, could he save the day, though? Eats a flash, full white. Burning more and more time, and the post-plant nades from LeiSuRe. Never ending. JK making his way around the fire. Minimal damage. No trade attempted immediately by LeiSuRe, but JK decides to take a peek into the site with no HP. Gets punished for it, and that's a big pickup from LeiSuRe. But 4-on-2 situation for Excelling. LeiSuRe, they have no map control. Nielsen decides, I'm going to take a peek mid. There's no reason for that whatsoever.
He was pretty aggressive up middle as well. It wasn't like he was just in Z, just kind of like knife out, just shoulder peeking to see if anybody was there. He was up there. So, yeah, him going down to them. Just, again, they did attack the bomb site that was a little bit more defended, but they were able to be a little slippery there, and the CTs couldn't keep a hold of them, and that was that. So,
And I think this is going to transfer, like, the overall depiction of the match so far. LeiSuRe's playing a much tighter game than Excelling. A lot of loose ends on the Excelling side, and we see LeiSuRe staying committed to their strategy. Again, with the post-plant nades, it's just all playing into this, and I think it's going to transfer to the next two maps.
Finding Raccoon. Very nice shot from him to start off the round as heads towards Checker. Just falls right. Okay. All right, Get feeling himself a little bit as he finds a third. Wow.
He's not done.
Solo effort to start things off at a Checkered, and again follows it up. NKY will fall, but a 2-on-4 last round of the half here.
Yeah, there's no way they retake this. LeiSuRe would have to make mistake after mistake. So, gonna be a 10-5. And now moving into the less favored side, Excelling, they need pistol, they need the round thereafter, and then they need to survive with all their players. It's gonna be tough.
And considering Excelling, they actually did pick up pistol round. That is definitely not the scoreline you're looking for. If you pick up pistol, but I want to take a moment to talk about a giveaway that we got going on. Jeremy 9000. Jeremy over 9000. He's doing a giveaway. Don't call him that. You don't want to call him that. Anyhow, he's doing a giveaway on Twitter. If you guys want to get in on that, I guess I should tell you what it is. It's StatTrak Factory New Desert Eagle Golden Koi. Pretty nice deagle. If you guys, again, want to get in on it, follow at GoRGNTV as well as at spy_Jeremy9000. Retweet that specific tweet on the RGN page, referring to that deagle giveaway, and you were good to go. So the giveaway will end on the 14th, so good luck. Make sure you guys head on over and enter. I'll mention it again if you guys missed that. But here we go. Second pistol round of the first map of our first match here of the European Open.
I suppose that pistol's the closest thing we got to a golden gun in this game.
Right? That's pretty much it, yeah.
For anybody that's old enough to have played GoldenEye, I suppose we're reaching that gap. Chad, bring me back. I'm getting away from the map.
All right. Golden gun. Well, Zink's making it look like he's got one. I do believe the golden gun was a one-hit kill, but that was a headshot, to be fair. So, anyhow, starting things off. CT sign. LeiSuRe. Naviz holding a close angle in A. We'll find one before going down and Get actually similar situation. So 3-on-2 as they're trying to plant an A.
At least they get the bomb down safely, so it wouldn't be a 1-on-3 going down while he's planting the bomb. Huge frag from NKY onto Raccoon. Raccoon could have got that. They might have had a chance, but JK dealing with a 3-pronged attack from LeiSuRe. No chance. So both teams picking up the CT side pistol. Question is now, can Excelling do what LeiSuRe did to them? I just don't think so. LeiSuRe's just playing too tight.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you in that respect. We'll see, though. Who knows? Maybe Excelling going to make us look silly with a pretty nice strat here, or do they just save for the next? Okay. And to be fair, again, that is pretty standard way to go about things, is you get a bomb plant on the first, save for AKs in the third. They are down an amount that you wouldn't maybe blame them for going for a force buy here. But
this situation is the only thing that I could consider a surprise buy, is if you get the bomb down and then buy the round thereafter.
Yeah, so we're going to see not quite the same technique being utilized by Excelling as LeiSuRe. They're going to go 2 squeaky, 3A main on this eco. But same kind of idea. Smoke towards forklift. They're going to try and isolate the player at fence, but he's having none of it. At least gets 2. Meyer chimes in with 2 as well, and that basically kills their chances on the round. JK all alone, as he does find Meyer, so 1 on 3.
Yeah, at least he gets another one, but that opening flash from Excelling was just booty. It didn't blind an NBK player at all. I mean, you can hear it coming. How are you going to frag that player if he's not blind with just pistols? I think they need to find a better flash for that spot. Either way, now comes the rifle round, and now comes Excelling's second to last chance.
So here we go, live into the round. We can see on that T side, not a lot in the form of utility. 3 players with only a single flash. JK and Successted, the utility players. Okay, we do see Gumkowski open up. Takes down Naviz as he was attempting to push Squeaky. Taking a lot of damage towards B. So, this is going to be an advantage here to the T side. What do they do with it? NKY has moved his way up into Sunroom. So that allows the rest of the CTs to kind of lean back over towards A. And considering we got Myers... Okay, never mind. He goes down to Squeaky. That positioning was pretty damn good considering where they had their player in Sunroom. But now 2 on 5.
Get finds his chance from the forklift. Excelling, putting the brakes on. Don't want to commit onto that.
Oh, boy.
What's happening, Chad?
They fell back into NKY. Just thought somehow they might throw the round. But no, it is going to be a good round for them. A little sloppy in the end when they switch back over. But to be fair, again, that's kind of what you have to deal with. If you leave one side of the map open like that, CTs can get aggressive and find some aggressive positioning.
And janky money across the board from LeiSuRe, but they're going to go for it anyways. There's a couple players with pistols, and NKY going with that AWP. I expect a more tentative LeiSuRe this time. It may look like they just got wrecked in the previous round, but they wanted to make up for the fact that they had FAMASes and such and just go for some aggression. But this time, more tentative.
So here we go. Opening frag from NKY. As going to reposition, moving all around the map at the moment. Heading back towards Highway, and actually Naviz taking down Nielsen. He's very low, and Gumkowski tries to trade by peeking Squeaky, but then the setup from NKY, able to capitalize, means only Successted and JK, and, well, at this point, their positions, through process of elimination, they've been isolated.
Yeah, poor Gumkowski there. It's just one of those frags, just about to trade for your teammate, but there's an op posted up. So, long, drawn-out sigh, and now Excelling. Just going to have to buy up what they can. But I was a bit surprised in the 5-on-4 that LeiSuRe would go for more frags and potentially give away their lead. But to be fair, they did have some pistols still, and ended up working out really well. Just aggressing into the A main late. And Excelling is going to go for a B rush, and they're going to try to just win out after the next gun run. I'm surprised they wouldn't force here.
NKY playing from checkered, gets the first shot in, looking for another. Will be able to capitalize. He's got a player with him as well. Actually loses sinks, but in good time dropping from the vents. He's got a teammate. Nielsen making sure that bomb gets set, but at this point, minor victory. We'll give them a little bit more to play with, but 14-6. Not a lot of rounds left.
Well, that was the objective. Either way, they had the same game plan coming into this next round. We're going to win out from here on out. On the T side, Cache is one of the maps where the T side can get really streaky. I just don't know if I'm seeing that from Excelling at this point in time. LeiSuRe looking real strong. I expect them to do another tentative opening to the round. I don't expect them to go for any early aggression. That's what got them in trouble on the first gun round. But mid pressure by LeiSuRe, and yeah, nobody peeking.
Got Meyer posted up in middle. Actually loses his teammate NKY. Drops to Successted. Get's gonna fall in B. Meyer has aggressively moved up in the middle. He will be able to take down JK, so trying to salvage this a little bit. Sink's still inside of Checker. But Excelling, in theory, do have a pretty big opening here, and Meyer going down. Only one left at B.
Looks like there's some discussion on what to do. Raccoon shrained in on Sink's position, and he loses the duel somehow. And since it's so quiet on the B front, it's going to give a lot of intel over to Nebbies. There is a lot of time left for Excelling to work about the map. And given that they have 3 players alive, they could send a probe. It would be problematic because LeiSuRe is deciding to play 1-1. Oftentimes in these scenarios, you'll see the two remaining CTs group up in hopes of holding the bomb site with 2 rather than playing solo. But it's going to be up to Nevis.
So here we go. Here's the pop flash coming into the site. Does not expect Successted. Coming up highway, though, you can kind of tell from his crosshair placement there. A little late to flick on over. Leaves only Sinks. It does look like Excelling going to pick up their 7th round. We'll see. Sinks, he's a little low on money, but the rest of his team has plenty. So he's actually going to lurk his way up to Truck and see what else he can get done here.
Maybe just play the headshot for some exits or the ninja?
Does have a smoke? Dream's real.
I mean, he's sticking around for quite a long time. But he is peeking it, so probably not going to go for it. Oh, poor Successted comes out, tries to peek with his teammate. Unfortunately, he is the one that gets domed to the face and Excelling. This was their plan. We're going to win out from 6 rounds.
There we go. Half the scoreline, so 14-7. A fairly decent buy. You can see Raccoon picking up that AK off the floor, but yeah, we'll see how they're going to play this one out. Get with this AWP towards middle, smoke things off. Just playing a 2-1-2 here on that CT side. Out middle quickly, and they're going to try and challenge Get. First one goes the way of the CT side. Nice pop flash to get himself out of highway. There's the op for the CT side, so rotating back around towards Z. T's with middle control, but they've lost a member. That being said, they will trade back NKY Falls.
Trying to gather some information towards middle. He needs to get back towards the B side. His teammate, Sinks, alone as Excelling is collapsing. Looks like his feet are spotted out. Sinks somehow still alive. Gonna start spraying through the smoke. Gives up his position. And now trying to get something done through the smoke. And now I'm going to get some answers. Is LeiSuRe going to play as... Wow. Okay, keep going, bud.
That was a nice shot from him and takes down Nielsen. Creates a 2-on-3, but post-plant looking very solid from Excelling, one in sight. Domkowski underneath the heavens. So Get falls, only Nevis, and he's been spotted inside a checkered. Cannot win that battle versus JK and Sunroom. Another round to Excelling, keeping 3 alive, and LeiSuRe, they've run out of money here. So save round. Excelling should be able to put themselves at least one closer.
So Cessid is a straight duelist. He just likes to take fights. Doesn't matter if he's in the advantage or disadvantage. He's just going to take them. And that time he wins it on to Get. Now what's the eco out from LeiSuRe? Nobody towards the A side. Is it a B push? Still hard to tell. They may play contact over towards the B side. NKY gets caught out, but there's still a lot of CTs in the area that could potentially trade.
Oh, Domkowski trying to toss a nade, and to be fair, Sinks was in a spot where that would have landed underneath his feet, so he does not recognize how lucky he is at this point. So that trap going to stay set, as we can see a boost up and over middle, but wise to it. Are the T's get taking a little bit of damage and falling off. And Successted saying something about rip game. That doesn't sound very good, LeiSuRe, but hopefully we can get that sorted out after this round. As, again, still 4-on-4 here, and Excelling, they haven't necessarily figured out the stack just yet.
I like what they're doing here, though. LeiSuRe gave up the fact that they had 2 mid by going for that boost, so Excelling is thinking, well, are they really going to stick around that long? Unfortunately, they're choosing the wrong bomb site. Meyer inside of the vents. That would have been a big pickup to get Nielsen, but Excelling all the frags. So far, Nevis, though, he is in the back of the bomb site. A couple more heads, and he's in business. Not going to find it. And now looking for a Get.
There we go. We'll spot out Nielsen. A little bit of damage dealt, but that'll be the extent of his efforts. So 14-9. As Excelling bringing it all the way back here. LeiSuRe on another buy yet again, but it's going to be an opless one, and no kit to note as well.
Opless.
Oh, I lied. Sinks picked one up. I'm a liar. But it is opless.
Sounds like a sad time.
Right? Especially for Get.
Right? The guy, he's one of those oppers that is just good in those sticky situations, like when you don't have your feet planted, somehow finding the kills. But Meyer, wow, I'm surprised he even got the frag. He was trying to lurk into the smoke. Get is there to get the trade frag onto Raccoon. So now with LeiSuRe on the advantage, it's a lot of pressure for Excelling here. They know exactly what's at stake. If they lose this round, well, it's probably going to be over. But how do they find their way back into this round? As LeiSuRe, he's not afraid. I'm surprised he took that fight.
Yeah, that was a nice duel to win as peeks out yet again. He had NKY and Vents as well, but no, just wants to take that fight himself. To be fair, I guess with NKY there, probably could have traded if he did go down, but still ballsy move. He's off though. As you can see, Successted goes up and over the boost. AK still in A main, so we'll see if they can find any openings here as Get still up on catwalk spots out. So Successted still finds the frag nonetheless though. Only leaves JK.
Looks like something spooked JK too. Started shooting a bit early, giving away his position. And 15th round claim by LeiSuRe. Let's take a gander at the money of Excelling. That's gonna be a rough buy to try to keep themselves in this match. Of course, now fighting for overtime. 3 Tech 9s. I expect Squeaky or B.
So we'll see which route they decide to take here. As like it stated, 3 Tech 9s, Nielsen and JK will be ones yielding those AK-47s. Get going right underneath the boost spot, and it's just a ton of information. Even if he's not getting aggressive middle, well, he finds Successted as they try to do a wall of smokes. And he goes down first and foremost. Gumkowski at least finds the trade. Should be able to collect a weapon out of it as well. And now it's a 2-2 setup here for LeiSuRe.
And Nevy's great counter flashes, but a better Molotov out from Excelling, dropping Nevy's down to just 14 HP. Nielsen gets the kill. Excelling still in this. They just need this one. And now is LeiSuRe. Are they planning on saving? It looks like there's been a miscommunication there, but retaking into this situation, they do have the Molotov for quad. But I don't know if retaking is the right option here.
Yeah, considering they just picked up a round, they lose everything. Well, they got no loss bonus to work with, but here they go. Time to try it anyhow. And they all fall, leaving 4 left up on Excelling as well. So this could get fairly close here. We can see the monetary situation for the CT side. Again, save scenario. We'll give Excelling the chance to move it up to 11.
What did Meyer buy? Went down to 1750? So, yeah, they're looking at a double save here. Unless they want to force with not the best of equipment. And wow, both smokes being blocked at mid. And an opening frag from Excelling over towards the B side. Excelling, they don't have anybody peek mid, so you don't exactly know that mid is open at this point. Successed will finally discover that. But another boost attempt here by LeiSuRe, and this time JK doesn't have the right timing.
Successed spots Meyer in middle, JK on the Get as he tried to work that boost. And we do see Naviz has moved his way aggressively up Squeaky, but the downside, I don't know if he's actually going to find any advantage out of it. NKY with 1 dig onto Raccoon, but now the B-bomb site under siege. Naviz just heading through T-spawn. See, maybe he can find an exit here.
With that 50 cal, Gumkowski the target. Let's see, not this time. Excelling moving up to 11, and had Meyer not gone down all that much, they could have gotten a good buy out of it. But yeah, they're just planning on double saving. They're gonna have 2 more gun rounds to try to put this one away. This is still definitely doable out of the Excelling side. They could have just had a better CT side. They could have put it away here.
Yeah, imagine if they took just even those 2 rounds after winning pistol. Would have made all the difference at this point, but that is in the past. Got to keep looking forward here for the Excelling roster.
Always the optimist.
All right. They're going to put multiple towards B. Early frag onto Sinks, but again, this is just another save round from LeiSuRe. But Meyer and Naviz still leaning towards this B side. Naviz up in the vents, actually. Excelling, working this nice and slow. I don't want to give this up on a silly round like this.
And money is no longer an issue for Excelling and LeiSuRe going for exits. I mean, they're not going for money, they're going for guns in that scenario, if it happens. Maybe we'll see some sick pistol play out of LeiSuRe, but not this time. Meyer, last guy up, gonna try to get himself an AK. I don't think Gumkowski's going to allow that. Taking the wide route towards the middle, everybody enveloping around Meyer. But let's talk about the next round here, as LeiSuRe is going to have 2 gun rounds. This next one, if they lose that, save one by the following. Other than that, those are their last 2 chances. So they have room to go for 1 aggression if they want to. I mean, I'm not sure what the right move is for them. We've seen them win on both ends. But we'll see what their option is. Get with the AWP here. And no armor. Still lacking a lot of Molotovs. So if that A bomb site is the target, retake's going to be hard.
And so here we go. Get off towards A with his glass cannon. And, oh man, getting aggressive as well. You know, post up inside of Squeaky. At the moment, no one on the excelling side. Currently focused on that. Well, Nielsen is looking in that direction. We'll see if they can find the timing here. So Nielsen's going to fall off of the angle, get now peeking wide. Don't think he spotted the bomb. No, the bomb is on the other side of A main. I'm silly. Get finding Nielsen, though. It's going to be a nice entry. Looks for another. He's
sticking around a lot.
Very low, yeah. With the glass cannon, this is a very vulnerable position, but he will get out of there. Just a peek A main again.
This guy's insane. He wants it so bad. Chad, he's getting it. He's getting it. I don't know what that play was, but still his teammates do have the advantage. Navi is coming up near the fork, and this leaves it all up to JK. But how does he get the bomb down? You have Naviz. He doesn't know where he is. As for the bomb site, Naviz looking to end it right here. And now JK wants to find a timing to put that bomb down. Not to be so. 16-12 for LeiSuRe. Though I think they could have played that a little safer.